Johnson had been the great enigma of Australian fast bowling. People in future are going to struggle to work out how a cricketer can have had such extraordinary highs and such immense lows.
Australia 2013-14, I don't think any one player has had such an effect on an Ashes since Ian Botham.
His form in that Ashes series was as good as I've seen from a left-arm quick.
Legendary race car driver Mario Andretti once said that if you're still in control, you're not going fast enough. The Mitchell Johnson that turned up for the 2013-14 Ashes series would beg to disagree. He was quick, he was on point, he was unplayable.
I think over the preceding 10 years we'd seen kind of life and limb threatening fast bowling really drift out of the game. We'd almost forgotten what it looked like. Well, here it was all of a sudden the myth made flesh again. And with that amazing slinging action and that amazing core strength at the same time, he was unpredictable and yet constantly threatening.
Between the epic 2005 battle and 2013, England had won 4 of the 5 Ashes played. Johnson had been all over the place in the previous 2 series.
I remember that first test match in Brisbane where he bowled his first spell and he looked very, very nervous. He wasn't running in with any kind of conviction, and he did spray it around a bit, and you almost got a sense of, here we go again.
Then he took his blindfold off and found that zone which Andretti thought wasn't possible. Top speed with complete control.
And there was a sense of a kind of a perfect storm, Johnson at the home ground, baying crowd, England team ripe for the sacrifice.
From 82 for 2 in reply to Australia's 295, England fell to 136 all out, and the tone was set for the rest of the series. Johnson picked up 9 wickets in that first test and 7 in the first innings of the second, including a spell of 5 for 16 in 5 overs after lunch on the third day. He was on fire, and a strong England lineup just could not stand the heat.
When you've got a fast bowler who is an enforcer, the difference that makes, even if they don't get a lot of wickets, they get wickets for the guys down the other end. On this occasion, Mitchell Johnson was getting the wickets as well as intimidating.
And as a tail ender, it was something different to be walking out to bat when it was 6 for 60 every time rather than 360 for 6.
In his autobiography, Kevin Pietersen claims there was a genuine fear in the English dressing room, describing the new Mitchell Johnson as nasty and aggressive.
There were a few batsmen jumping around who weren't too excited about facing Mitchell Johnson.
England's first innings totals in the series did not make for good reading. 136 all out in Brisbane, 172 all out in Adelaide, 251 all out in Perth, 255 all out in Melbourne, and 155 all out at Sydney. England never got a foot in the door.
He bowled fast, he bowled left arm. We were completely deluded and thought that we didn't have a problem against left-arm quick bowling when we blatantly did.
Johnson went on to pick up 37 wickets in 5 tests as Australia hammered England 5-0 to regain the Ashes.
There was a sense every time Johnson came on to bowl in those 2 series that you daren't look away, that something was going to happen every single ball. And, if you were an administrator now who wanted to kind of excite crowds and to stimulate thrills and spills around the game, you'd look at any means necessary to bring really high-octane fast bowling back into it. Johnson proved that is something that is always captivating, whatever circumstances you see it in.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.